There's a well-known Gemara about the encounter with Haman and Mordechai's Talmidim. When Haman was sent to give Mordechai a ride on the horse, so the Gemara tells us that Haman comes to Mordechai. Mordechai thought that Haman's coming to kill him, so he went to daven, and he told Talmidim to run away. It seemed like they didn't run away, and Haman has this little conversation with Mordechai's Talmidim. Haman asked Mordechai's Talmidim, "What are you busy with?" And they said, "We're busy with Hilchos Kmitza." We learned Hilchos Kmitza, and they explained to him that in Talmud Beis Hamikdash, a person, what is this Kmitza? He explained, a person brings a Kmitza and it's miskaper. So Haman says that your Kmitza, your little fistful of flour, your handful of flour, was doicha my 10,000 kikrei kesef, my 10,000 bars of silver. So perhaps a little deeper understanding in the story, and how maybe we could learn something from it, is that if you think about Haman, he's a very strange person, because the Gemara tells us that Chazal tells us in general that he was a very wealthy person. He was mamash, like he's on the top of the line from world history in terms of wealth. And there was one thing that wasn't going his way in life. Only one little thing, that Mordechai wasn't bowing down to him. And he says, "V'chol zeh nenu sheveli." It's mamash not worth anything to me. So I mean, you can say Parshas bad midas, which it for sure was, but there was some rhyme and reason to it, because the truth is, Haman's whole concept of what's considered success, what's considered failure, his whole map of the world is not a real map. It's a map of his doing, of his imagination. It's not true success. It's like paper money in the sense of that it's only currency to the degree that people believe in it. If one day people say, "What is this piece of paper?" It's nothing. So then it's not currency anymore. And Mordechai lo yichrav lo yishtachav, the fact that Mordechai was not in a spell from him, told him that there are people out there that don't accept his currency, that his currency is meaningless in their world. That gave him to understand that his world is fake. Now he knew it was fake, but it solidified it. When he came to Mordechai's Talmidim and he saw that they were living in a world that right now it's the second night of Pesach, so we have to learn the Hilchos Kmitza because we're bringing the Omer tomorrow. So they're living in a different world. They're living in a world where in his world, in Haman's world, just the mention of Aseres Allah from Kikar Kesef is Ma'er Yiras HaKavod. People like tremble when they hear those words. And he saw in the words of Mordechai, in the life of Mordechai's Talmidim, in their world, it doesn't make a roshim. It doesn't have any substance. It doesn't talk to them at all. They're living in a world, not only that the Aseres Allah doesn't do anything, but even the threat to kill them doesn't do anything. They're living in a world where the Torah is what's real, and nothing else is real. Nothing else is currency, and nothing else talks to them. And that tells them that it's doicha his. That means their currency is more real than his. Because if his currency is only real to the degree that it talks to people. If it doesn't talk to people, then it's not currency anymore. And perhaps you can understand what this is, that Chazal tell us two averis which bring Amalek. One everyone knows is Rafu Yidayim and Atayra. Another one is that says Amalek Shomru Yisrael Shabbos Achas. If they would have kept one Shabbos, Leisholtam Amuv Alash and Shenemar. That they went Vayatzum and Amulkait, and then right after said Vayavay Amalek. So in other words, because Torah and Shabbos are things which solidify in our minds what is truly currency in this world, what's truly real in the world. The Torah gives us understanding of how to look at the world from the Rebbeinu Shalom's eyes, and what's real. Asur is real, mutter is real, and all the things that people consider success and big, and it doesn't talk to us. The Kmitza of the Omer talks to us, Tzitzis talks to us, Tefillin talks to us. That's real, and the things that are not are not. And Shabbos also reminds us that all the illusions of power are not. It's the Rebbeinu Shalom he created the world. It's his world, and by being mischazik in these inyanim of looking at the world through Rebbeinu Shalom's eyes and acknowledging what's real only through Rebbeinu Shalom's eyes, then Amalek has no power over us. His currency just fizzles away, and that's our Shlita over Amalek. To be misgaber over Amalek and the